Good day. I'm the most civilized savage. It's a beautiful day out, I guess, and we're gonna talk about what it means to be a man. And everyone has different definition, right? I'm only talking about this because of some of my videos have context that's related to this, like value and work and stuff like that. Some people don't know what a man is. Some people do. Both is okay. It doesn't matter. Some people have different opinions. Some people use the term man by a different definition, which is fine. There are different definitions for man. Human, mankind, like whatever. Man, female, right? Male, female, right? Homo sapien. There are different words, right? And so when I speak of being a man, it has to do with you as an individual, you as pretty much an individual, right? There are things in your life that you need to realize, and some people won't have these same guidelines, and that's fine, right? The thing is to draw a proverbial line in the sand and know when it's right to cross it and know when it's right not to cross it, right? When it's wrong to cross that line, and nobody nowadays knows these things, and that also is fine, I guess. I have no opinion on who's right and who's wrong. I shouldn't have an opinion on that, but I can use my opinions to judge my life, me, myself, right? I can use my strength, experience, and hope to maybe guide others, right? If I have anything to say worth value, at least. And so, this thing about these rules, right? Who do we get these rules from, right? Well, you have to respect the person that you got the rules from, right? Sometimes those people don't understand how you came to the conclusion of these rules differently than they did. And that too is fine, right? Everyone lives their own life and things are different and blah, 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 right? So, I'm gonna skip the first one, right? The first rule for now. It's very important and it needs its own video. Um, it definitely needs its own video, right? And I'm not sure how many of these rules I'm going to get through in this one short version, or even if you'll understand the context. But I guess that doesn't matter, right? It's an opinion. You can make an opinion on an opinion on an opinion, right? Anyways, whatever you have faith in, hold it close to your heart and let it guide you as you move through life's unknown territories, right? That's pretty smart stuff. I can understand that. And when you walk through the world and you have faith in nothing, that's a sore mistake. There are many people that do that. Many people have good reason not to have faith in a whole lot of things, and I cannot judge them for that, right? If you want to tell me this person did that or this person is nice or whatever, that's fine. You can tell me that, but don't expect me to have that same opinion. I never met the fucking guy, right? If you have knowledge that I don't have, don't call me stupid. Share your fucking knowledge or shut the fuck up. And if someone's not listening to you about the knowledge you have, that's okay, right? They don't have to listen to you because guess what? Your knowledge might not be relevant to them. They might not give two fucks about any of the fucking bullshit that comes out of your mouth, right? Real talk, right? And so you take whatever knowledge you have and you've learned from people and things and experiences and places, and you just put one foot in front of the other like every other human. And you never know if someone else is going to put their footprint over yours or something else, because life's a bitch, right? And that's okay, but you need to hold on to what you believe. And the reason why the world's in a shitty place in many instances is because people can't even fucking have a belief nowadays. They have to believe what some other crackpot is fucking saying. They have to believe in authority. They have to believe in this. They have to believe in God. They have to believe in some sort of faith to do anything, and that also is stupid, right? A lot of people don't even have faith in themselves. A lot of people don't even know who they are, and that's its own issue, right? Ellen Page, now Elliot Page, that's fine. I don't give two fucks about what you're doing in your goddamn life. Are you still fucking making movies? Right? If I can get past the bad acting and the giant forehead to watch some of your stuff, it's not bad. Right? Dude, I have a big forehead, so I have nothing to fucking say though, right? It's not an issue. Just get the fuck over it. Right, I can say whatever I want, and I can have an opinion, and it can be wrong or right or whatever. It doesn't matter, right? My truth might be different than their truth, right? And that's okay. I don't fucking care what you have between your legs, right? I don't care what you're doing on your off time. Are you still working? Are you still producing something? Or your opinion definitely doesn't matter, because your job is fake. You act for a living. You literally portray someone else's story for a living, right? So I don't want to hear what you have to say on politics or what the fuck's going on in your closet or whatever, right? You, I don't care. And the fucking 10 million people that made a video on goddamn, it's now Elliot Page. Thank you. Thank you for the information. It helps me out. Thank you so much. Wow. Right? So we have all these unknown territories. Some people say God does everything, destiny and fate, and that's like saying, okay, Achilles. Achilles was given two choices: go to war and live forever, right? And our Achilles heel is a remembrance of that, right? That's a part of your body. Whatever. Anyways, or you can stay the fuck home in your fucking house and do nothing and have a family, and that will all be good. Right? You'll live actually happy. And that's fine. You can do that too. Right? He made his choice. He fucking died. Right? Some people don't have the right to make a choice. Right? Let's look at Paris. So Paris is the complete opposite of Achilles in many aspects, but in the same aspect. And in the same aspect, they're the same person, right? In that they never had a choice after the matter, right? Whatever happened, happened. They couldn't take it back. And so, at the beginning of that story, Paris chooses with his destiny, his fate. He chooses it right there, right? Before he had any inkling of what would happen and the precautions and the stuff he needed to do, he just, you get the apple, bitch. I choose you. I want love, right? Which is fine. You can want love. That is fine. The other options were like wealth and power and fucking knowledge, I think. And you can search for those too, right? Nothing is wrong with that. But you can't say someone's destiny or fate or circumstances are wrong or right, or these truths are real, until you know they're real, right? Some guy can tell me till he's blue in the fucking face about Jesus Christ. But then I ask him, when was the last time you read the Bible? And it was like 5 years ago. And so I'm asking him, okay, are you Jewish? No. Jesus was a Jew. How do you feel about the Jewish people? Well, we you can't talk about that. Okay, then I don't want to talk to you, right? Another good aspect of that is Jacob, Jacob from the Bible, right? He was a tent dweller, right? He was second in line. He had all the misfortunes of being, well, actually, he had better misfortunes than his relatives that were exiled or whatever because they were bastards, but I probably shouldn't use that word in its proper context. Might be offensive. Anyways, so Jacob tricked his brother out of their profits, right, by fucking abusing him when he was down, not giving him a hand up, using someone else's power to give this guy and take a profit, right? And whatever, that's some shitty stuff to your own family, right? But people do that. I've probably been there, done that, and I'm not gonna say whether recently or in the past or whatever, right? I'm human. Shit happens. But then he goes and he fucking tricks his dad out of giving the proper blessing to his heir, right? His firstborn heir, right? Which is shitty and whatnot. That's a shitty deal too, right? His brother comes, sees this fucking tent dweller, and fucking says, "You usurped me," which is what Jacob means, by the way. You fucking stole what was mine. I'm gonna fucking kill you. So, dude fucking runs, right? Because if you're losing a battle, right, when the cards are down, you fucking leave, right? People don't understand this anymore, right? Well, actually, politicians do. All they do is fucking run and fucking whatever, right? So, then he goes to some other family and fucking he gets tricked into his first wife. His first wife, not the second wife. He has a second wife. Right? So he gets tricked into her, marrying her through deception, right? And then he works hard so that he can marry the other one, right? Both is okay. You can have two wives if you want. I didn't write the fucking Bible. I'm not the pastor that fucking speaks out their ass, right? I'm not saying that pastors can't be at fucking church if they're fucking bleeding, right? That's in the fucking book. Anyways, so he goes on these travels and he fucking lays on a rock and fucking sees God and talks to God and he's like, "Go, I'll make a nation right here. Me, the guy that's a fucking dirtbag. I'll fix my ways. I will do all this. I will, whatever." He goes back to his old family. He's like, "I'm sorry," right? Dude ends up being the most fucking righteous guy in a while, for a while, something, right? He ends up being a pretty good guy because guess what? He went out to the real world. He saw what he was doing was fucking shit. And guess what? He was sorry and he gave back. And that's part of the world. You have to go out in the world and you have to explore some things. But if you are some philosopher that is always just a goddamn tent dweller and doing nothing and saying this and that because your fucking mommy told you, it might not be true. I'm sorry. You have to take what you have, but if you can't test it out against anything else, it's not worth nothing. Right? The value of $1 in gold and in $1, right, are two different things. If I didn't have gold, I wouldn't know how much my lighter is versus the gold versus the dollar versus the value. And if I didn't have a job, I wouldn't know the value of the time I'm spending for the gold lighter or the dollar or the fucking cigarette or none of this because I wouldn't value even that. I only get so many seconds in the world, and as we spoke before, Destiny has a cruel thing about that. You don't get to make up your old time, you just get what time you have. There are things you can do that change it, and there are things you can't do that change other things, right? But whatever, right? So we go through these places, right? And it's very unknown. But we listen to people that are supposed to know a couple more things, and that's fine. There are people that know more things, but not enough people tell me who they are for me to trust what they know, and that's the real issue. If you haven't done anything, which is most of the people in the goddamn last 100 years, don't tell me some stuff, right? And if you do, tell me about your real life, because usually it's a lot different than whatever you're showing some people on some fucking weird facade, right? I swear a lot, right? I have to wear a nice tie, and I have to wear a vest, and I have to look nice and wear a watch and stuff, and I have to be proper for work. And I have time frames where I absolutely have to be the most productive member of society I can be, right? This is my duty, right? This is my obligation, right? And I have to have knowledge to do whatever it is my duty is. And some people that have different knowledge, well, their duty is a different thing. And I can't comment on what that knowledge is. I don't care, right? Some people, they don't need the knowledge that I know. I know people that are illiterate that are way better than cars than I will ever be, right? I pay them money from my stupid fucking knowledge that I know to fix my car, right? I can fix my car sometimes, right? I can look at YouTube or whatever and fucking go, oh yeah, that sounds about right. I know the basics of a car. I spent fucking money on it. I should read the manuals and go through it and understand it. Do a couple things, right? But this guy is a fucking genius at cars. He fucking builds them for fun. He says you can do this and that, whatever else. And yeah, guess what? They prove it. They prove it by putting it in the fucking car, pressing the fucking start button or turning the key or whatever and fucking going. Right? A lot of people don't even back up their own fucking words. And so that's where things get iffy and issue. And when people say you just have to have faith, well, fucking, your faith needs to be tested, and people are fucking so ignorant to their faith being tested. So, but it will move you through life. The tests of life make a real man, and I think actually that's where I'm gonna end this one. Just on rule 2, right? Whatever you have faith in, hold it close to your heart and let it guide you as you move through life's unknown territories. Right? That's just one sentence. And the context I put on it alone is days and days of reading books, right? The Odyssey and the Bible, that those are books, those have context, right? You maybe listen to the pastor guy for a goddamn half an hour of one rant fucking twice a year, right? That doesn't mean you fucking know what's in the book. That guy probably doesn't know what's in the book because he was too busy talking to people at school that he needs to learn from people to talk about the book, right? If you have a dictionary and you have a Bible, guess what? You should be able to understand your own language and what the book says. But no, fucking, I need this guy's opinion, right? Although the book's just an opinion, right? You can't even get the full book. But fucking, I digress, right? Let our knowledge be our guide. Let our experiences be our guide, and hold faith to that, right? Because if I wake up tomorrow and I don't have faith in myself to get up and do anything, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to be nobody, right? If I get up tomorrow and the world is on fire, I don't care anymore, right? Fucking tell me about Nashville or tell me about Antifa riots or whatever. They're not at my house, right? Because guess what? You'll know when they come to my house, and it won't be a pretty sight. It just won't be, because they're not supposed to be burning my house down. Someone's supposed to be protecting my house. Do I rely on those people? No. Because guess what? They will not know what your unknown territories are, right? And most of the time, that's okay, right? But real life happens, and that will be a test of your faith and whatever you believe. And that's okay too. Right? No one is telling you that things aren't okay. Well, everyone's telling you that things aren't okay, and a lot of things shouldn't be okay. But it happens, and that's life, and you have to understand this. You ain't gonna get no utopia out there. The fancy words and the goddamn elves in the book aren't fucking real. I haven't seen them. If you want to go show me a fucking elf, bring it here, right on, right? I've seen women butthole for $1, right? But fucking, I can't talk on cam girls getting $5 grand for, I don't know, having opinions on the fucking Kardashians or some shit. And that's just ripping off the Kardashians, right? Isn't it? And so if you're a rip off of the Kardashians, what kind of fucking rip off is that? But they also have heritage and line, and they have different faith in different things, and that's fine. I can't comment on them, right? One of them was an Olympic gold medalist as a man and wants to be a woman. Okay, that's fine. You do you, right? Why did I have to hear about it? What makes that so special, right? Do you guys know who Caesar is? Do you know who Hitler is? Do you know who Stalin is? Do you know who Mao Zedong is, or whatever the fuck that guy's name is, right? Do we know who Tokugawa Ieyasu is, right? Do we know who Nobunaga Oda is? Do we know who Cleopatra is? We have people bitching over that, right? Because they didn't understand fucking Alexander the Great. And I'm not expecting everyone to understand what happened 3,000 years ago. But if you don't understand the context, shut the fuck up. Is that hard? Right? Take your beliefs and yeah, say them. But if someone calls you a fucking retard, you might be a fucking retard. Look in the mirror for a minute. Right? And I've been there. I have been a fucking retard for a lot of things for many reasons. And I went with the flow shit, and that's fine. Okay? Oh well. This is rule 2. Hold faith in what you believe. Stand firm. Don't let me talk shit about you. If you can't look in the mirror and whatever you're gonna say is whatever you're gonna say to me or yourself, then just shut the fuck up, right? If you want to come talk to me face to face, cool. We can have a video or whatever. I don't give a fuck, right? This is real life. Please tell me your grievances, right? The government won't hear you on your grievances. I will. I've listened to thousands of people fucking tell me about their life up close in person, and guess what? It was never, not fucking once, what the fucking people, the celebrities say. It wasn't what the fucking TV says. It wasn't none of that shit. Not a fucking day in my life was it that shit. Was I in New York on 9/11? No. Okay, I wasn't there. Why does it fucking bother me, right? 3,000 people died? Okay. Did we kill those other people that died? Oh, they went out with the fucking plane. Okay, who the fuck are you prosecuting? Oh, their country? Right? Did you even do that right? Did you start at one end, go to the other, and end them? No, then shut the fuck up. You don't even know how war works. And that's old. That's old news. The fucking chimps have wars. Okay, so that's fucking old news. Fucking pack animal, fucking tribalism, fucking wars. Wow, thank you. You can't even do that shit right. You fucking annihilate and assimilate. That's it. Oh well. Well, you're assimilating since we're still there 20 years later, but that's besides the fucking point. Right? I wasn't there in Rwanda when people were being genocided over rules that the Portuguese put in like 400 years before that, so they're all fucking stupid, right? I wasn't there for that, right? I wasn't there when the first emperor of China was fucking drinking mercury, right? I probably would have told him that's a bad idea because of the things I know today, and that's okay, right? And so, whatever you have faith in, right? some guy made quantum mechanics like 100 years ago, and you guys call it the fucking Matrix today, like it's some goddamn whoop-de-doo fucking story, and people have faith in that shit, and I'm like, well, there's a science behind it, and we can go to those variables and codes, but when you get to that sort of information, it's reality bending information, right? Schrodinger. Are you Schrodinger, the cat, or the mouse? You'll never find out. Are you dissecting in your own goddamn brain? Fucking doubtful, right? Not even the scientists that fucking lobotomize people for a living fucking know how the fucking brain works, right? It's just facts, right? And so, whatever. Hold faith in whatever you believe, right? Don't let other people crush your faith, but don't act like a child forever either, right? You need to put away your childish things or whatever the fuck some guy said one time, right? Anyways, have a good one, guys.